Okay, so the recipe said to cube up your tofu after you have drained it up the water. So you can see it's real nice and firm. So we're going to cube this up. And I left my tripod downstairs, so bear with me for a minute. I guess I'll go get it. Even after you grind up the stuff, all the ingredients, the seasons, it becomes more than what they're asking for. So this is the sea salt. It says 1. So that's almost 1. 1 and 1/2. So it basically is going to be this whole thing. And this is a 1/2 right here. So that's a 1/2 plus a little more. Well, I'm dumping the whole thing. So that's 1 and 1/2 teaspoon. My red pepper flakes, 2 to 3 teaspoons. I don't want it burned in my mouth. So I'm just going to do 2. So this is 2 that I grinded up, y'all. 2. See that? 2. So we're going to try to measure that in there. That's 1 big old heaping spoon. And the rest of this I'm going to pour in here. So that's almost 2. So we're going to leave that at that. All right now. So the next one that we're going to be adding is ground mustard seeds. And the ground mustard seeds says 2 teaspoons. So the ground mustard seeds is right here. So ground mustard seeds. Look at that. So it says mustard seeds 2 teaspoons. So that's 1 big heaping spoon. So that's 2. So basically it almost made the 2 teaspoons I put in there grinded made like 2.5. All right, so the next one that we're going to place in is, let's see, the fennel seeds. Okay, so the fennel seeds, I had grinded it up, and this is how it looks. So it says, oops, I'm spelling that. So it says for the fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be about a teaspoon. Yep, all of that. Just 1 teaspoon. Okay. Let me get my extras in there. I'm not wasting no herbs. Don't waste no herbs, people. Don't waste no herbs. All right. So next, after the fennel seeds, we're gonna put 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. This is the good stuff, y'all. The good stuff. Smoked paprika is so good. O to the M to the G to the M to the G. All right. So it's gonna be 2 teaspoons of that. Give it that nice smoky taste. 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to have to kind of shake this on in here. Hopefully it don't be too much. Got to break it up a little bit. Okay, so that's 1 heaping teaspoon. And I'm going to call that 2. With just maybe a tad bit more. I'm just going to get a small spoon. Just add a tad bit more to make that 2. Completely 2. Alright, so that's 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And garlic powder, I don't hardly have any too much of that. So I'm pretty sure they want 2 teaspoons. We ain't going to hardly have that. I barely got a spoon. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon garlic powder right now, because I don't have any more. Alright, so, but it would normally be 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. So most of all the seasoning is, or the herbs is 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. I gotta let y'all see how this coconut sugar look. Look at the coconut sugar, y'all. This is some good sugar. And it's coconut sugar, for real, for real. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons of that. So that's 1 and a 2. 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. And then we're going to do, what's next? Oh, 1/4 teaspoon of ground anise. And this is our 1/4 of the ground anise. So basically, that's the whole 1/4 teaspoon. All right. And then we got another herb here. Oh no, that was it. So now it's going to be, do I add the liquid smoke? Let's see. After we add, oh, yep, it says add A1 sauce or / liquid smoke. So I'm going to add the liquid smoke, which is optional, but I'm going to add it because it's so good. So it's going to be 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. That's a lot of smoke going on over there, 1 teaspoon. So this is the liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon, and it's liquid. But it smells so good. This make your vegan food taste like real meat. 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. So we got that liquid smoke, the smoked paprika in there. Oh, it's going to be good, y'all. Going to be good. All right. So after we add all that, it says to mix on pulse to combine the scraping down the sides. And then it says simple and adjust seasoning as needed. Add more salt for saltness, red pepper flakes for heat, paprika for smokiness, and coconut sugar for sweetness. Then you're going to transfer it to parchment paper. You're going to line your baking sheet with parchment paper. Lay a sheet of plastic wrap on the parchment paper so you can smash down the tofu evenly on the paper, okay? So we're going to do that next. And since this is a NutriBullet, I don't even need to have that pulsate too long because, oh, it will make it like soup. Okay, so let me get all my seasonings, put them back away. Oh, what is that? Oh. And getting all my shortness, get all my seasonings, put them back up there. Stuff I don't want nobody to use, I hide away. Most certainly hide away. All right, and I don't think I'm gonna need extra salt and stuff. I think we're gonna be pretty good with all that. So, the extra mustard seeds. All right, so it's gonna be time to get this on the cracking. Let's see how this turn out. I'm gonna get the parchment paper out, y'all, and my plastic wrap. All that on the stove with my olive oil spray. Put my coconut sugar up. All right, now it's time to get it in. Okay, so hopefully I don't mess this up. Okay, so now I'm going to put my top on. I don't know how this is going to work with this machine, because this NutriBullet is powerful. When I say it's powerful, I mean it is powerful. Let's see how this work out. I might have took too much juice up out of the tofu. See, it crumbled it up just that quick. Two teaspoons of smoked paprika. This is the good stuff, y'all. The good stuff. Smoked paprika is so good. O to the M to the G to the M to the G. Alright, so it's going to be 2 teaspoons of that. Give it that nice smoky taste. 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to have to kind of shake this on in here. Hopefully it don't be too much. Gotta break it up a little bit. Okay, so that's 1 heaping teaspoon. And I'm gonna call that 2. With just maybe a tad bit more. I'm just gonna get a small spoon. Just add a tad bit more to make that 2. Completely 2. Alright, so that's 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And garlic powder, I don't hardly have any too much of that, so I'm pretty sure they want 2 teaspoons. We ain't gonna hardly have that. I barely got a spoon, so we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of garlic powder right now, because I don't have any more. Alright, so but it would normally be 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. So most of all the seasoning is, or the herbs is 2 teaspoons. And then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. I gotta let y'all see how this coconut sugar look. Look at the coconut sugar, y'all. This is some good sugar. And it's coconut sugar, for real, for real. So we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of that. So that's 1 and a 2. 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. And then we're gonna do, what's next? Oh, 1/4 teaspoon of ground anise. And this is our 1/4 of the ground anise. So basically, that's the whole 1/4 teaspoon. Add A1 sauce or / liquid smoke. So I'm going to add the liquid smoke, which is optional, but I'm going to add it because it's so good. So this is the liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon, and it's liquid. But it smells so good. This make your vegan food taste like real meat. I'm going to put my top on. I don't know how this is going to work with this machine, because this NutriBullet is powerful. When I say it's powerful, I mean it is powerful. Let's see how this work out. I might have took too much juice up out of the tofu. See, you crumbled it up just that quick. I might have took too much. So it's breaking it up. So you want it to be crumbled. And because I don't have a food processor, this is the next best thing I have. See, it's stuck. Get the sides out. That's what it was talking about. So the sides. And look, I got seasoning all on the side over there. Okay. I got one more little block right there. Let that go. Yep, so it's all crumbled up, y'all. Look. See that? Nice and crumbled. So now, I'm going to get some of it off the top. If I can open it. Yeah. All right. So now I'm just going to take something to scrape it. So I get all the seasonings blend all in and off the sides. Because waste not, want not. All right. Look at all that good on the seasoning going on. You got to get that blended on in there. So I do still feel some of the wet. See, it's still a little wet, so it's not that bad. So hopefully I didn't take too much of it out because it's still a little pasty. So that's not bad. Let's get some more of that seasoning. All right. So basically this is sort of like a paste almost. You can kind of see it. So it will kind of form. That's why they say at the end you can use your cookie cutter to make the circles. All right, so I'm going to transpose this over after I get all my spices up out of here. I want everything, everything. Back in the olden days, spices was a trade. People, they was trading spices from every country. All right, I don't want you watching me. I want you to watch the food. Okay, so it said to put your parchment paper down. I'm gonna have to get some more parchment paper. All right, so now we're gonna take this mix. I'm gonna dump it. Oops, I dumped it all right. All right, so let's get this mix on out. Get on up out of there, all your seasonings. All right. Okay, so that's enough. Let me get my crumbs on. All right, so I'm gonna press this down, and it said to make it evenly. So I just want to get this situated. All right, so Oh. All right, so this should be enough. Okay, so now all you're gonna do is start pressing. So this is really easy. So you're just gonna press down evenly until it's 1/4 inch thick. So you take this off. Look like pizza crust, doesn't it? All right, so now we're gonna put this in the oven for 25 minutes. And let it do its thing. And it's still moist. It is moist. Set the spread with a little olive oil to give it some crisp. In a few minutes, in 25 minutes. Okay, y'all. So this is how it came out. Look at that. But what I do want to say, tastes just like pepperoni. This is so good. But so when you draining the juice out, I drain too much juice out. So next time when I get ready to make these are good because I'm gonna eat it. Maybe not the burnt part. Let me taste the burnt part. I'm gonna taste the burnt part. Burnt part tastes alright too. But you know I like burnt stuff. Anyhow, this right here tastes just like pepperoni. All those spices together taste just like pepperoni with the tofu. However, with the tofu, don't drain as much water out like I did. And when you flatten it down, just make sure that you cut the circles out before you put them in the oven. So just make little circles in there. And then I had it on 400 like the paper told me to for 25 minutes. Actually, you don't even need 25 minutes. And I think I cooked it a little extra longer, which probably messed it up. But I cooked it for like more than 25 minutes because I lost track of time. However, tastes like pepperoni. It's still good. So, tastes just like pepperoni. Now, if you want these to be the pepperoni color, use some beets. Put some beets in there with the tofu. So, I'm going to do that next time. But this is good. I'm eating this now. They like pepperoni. They got the seasonings on point. I'm going to put this on my pizza. Okay, so I have some basil pesto on here with this right here. Even though it don't look like it. With some vegan pepperoni. It's made out of firm tofu. And I'm going to put the rest of those ingredients on there as well. So bear with me for a second. Okay, so I've added some cilantro onto the basil pesto and vegan pepperoni. So now I have added some bell peppers to it. Okay, so now we have some, along with the bell pepper, the pesto, the tofu, pepperoni, and the cilantro. We have olives on there and some jalapeno peppers. Now I'm getting ready to add some mild cheddar cheese and some pepper jack cheese. Okay, so now I have added the mild mozzarella cheese. Mild cheddar cheese and the pepper jack cheese. So hopefully this is going to be a tasty pizza. Never had the pesto pizza before, so it's pesto. It's garlic. It is basil pesto. That's on here, and so it's gonna be good, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so this is the final product of what I made with the vegan tofu pepperoni. And the pepperoni is so good, y'all. You would think it's the real thing. So I do like this recipe. I just will have to tweak it a little bit. I will make another batch because I got some more tofu in there. And see if it comes out better if I don't squeeze out too much juice or liquid out of the tofu. Because it does need a little bit more consistency so it doesn't break up how I did the first time. So trial and error, but I did put some on here. You can see some of the tofu right here, the tofu pepperoni, and some right here. So we're going to see how this cuts up. Okay, so I'm working with one hand. Let me see if I have my pizza cutter here. I might have to find it. Oh, here it goes. So anyway, let's see here. So actually, I guess with all the stuff on the tofu pepperoni, it cuts easy. And, you know, it was crispy and crunchy. As you can see right there, it's crispy and crunchy, but it wasn't that dark. The pieces that I put on here. And here's one right here. And see, it's easy to cut, like pepperoni. So, I'm going to taste this pesto pizza here. And tell y'all what I think. I'm going to get a little bit of this pepperoni over here. I got a bell pepper that came off. So here go a piece of the pepperoni. This right here is a piece of the pepperoni. I'm going to tell you what I think here in a second. Oh, that's good. That is good, y'all. I like this. The olives, because y'all know I love olives, gives it a tangy taste. Love my tang. Bell pepper, vegan pepperoni, and some cilantro, basil pesto, and some mild cheddar cheese, and some pepper jack cheese. Basically, and some bell peppers. Oh, and what else? Oh, jalapenos. That's it. This is good, y'all. This is good. I gotta take a picture. I gotta take another bite. I'm gonna have to let my dog go. Bye.